Hey there, this is Darren LaCroix with a living legend.
Oh, that's a whole lot.
I have, well, in my eyes, you are.
Okay.
This man is Captain Charlie Plumb, and I've listened to him give his message 4 times in 2 days, and I really...
And you deserve a medal for sitting through that. A Purple Heart, for sure.
Thank you. I disagree, but thank you. So you were actually around at the beginning of NSA.
I was.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Capt Robert is a good friend of mine. Bill Gove, all those original guys. Charlie Willie, Charlie Jarvis. Yeah.
Wow.
I was around at the very beginning.
And how have you kept, like, for people who tell their story, what's the best advice to keep it fresh?
Well, that is one of the challenges I think that we all face, is keeping it fresh for people. I try to listen. I get a lot of good critique from my audiences. I give them surveys. I say, was there anything I said that you didn't understand? Anything that offended? Was there anything that you'd like to have explained better and more? And they give me good feedback. And so I think that's a good idea.
Wow. What's the best advice you have for people who are maybe new in the industry or really have a message and want to do a keynote but not quite there yet? What would you tell them?
Well, I've been in this for 45 years, and I've had that question a lot of times, and my answer is one word: speak. Go speak. Find anybody on the corner of a street. Go to the Rotary clubs. Rotary clubs speak. They meet once a week. They're always looking for a speaker. Go speak. I made 400 free speeches before I ever charged for
Wow.
them. And that helps me out, because the first thing is that you gain confidence. The more you speak, the more confident you get. And then you figure out what works and what doesn't. And it's really surprising sometimes what works. And you get good critique from audiences all over. So go speak.
Wow. And how have you stayed relevant marketing-wise over those 45 years? Because I have mentors who are out of business, and they were legends when I came in. How have you stayed relevant?
It's another good question, and I'm not really sure that I've done the right things. Okay, the advantage I have is a story that's pretty eternal. My story just keeps it just keeps evolving, and the more I speak, the more I recognize the relevance of my story. So keep the story relevant for the time and the place that you're at.
Oh.
I try to tailor-make the presentation to every audience I speak to. So I study the audience. I find out what the joys, what the concerns, what the buzzwords are, mottos, slogans, things that make me look smarter than I really am. That's what I'm looking for.
I need that. I need that badly. And a last question. Mike Rayburn, who is a mentor of mine.
And mine.
I know he calls you his mentor.
Well, okay. We're good buds.
Good buds.
Yeah.
How have you helped mentor him, maybe? What's some of the advice? Because I'm like, when I met Mike, he's like up here.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like Mike at the beginning, but...
At the beginning, Mike was primarily a musician, and I encouraged him to find relevance in the story of music, and so he has done that. And the deal was, he did a lot of schools and a lot of bars. That's how he made a living for a long time, just strictly playing the guitar. And but now what he does, of course, he is very popular with corporations because he's got this angle. Hey, what if? What if you did it this way? And he demonstrates that on his guitar. So that's just one of the many things that he and I have talked about and that he has pursued, and it's really worked. And I think to stay successful and to stay profitable in this business, you have to be of value to your audience. There's an ROI to all this. They're going to pay you to speak, but oh, by the way, they want their investment in your message to pay off, to be profitable for them. And so you have to give them something that they can use in their business, in their life, that makes sense. So that's what I would advise.
Wow, you have such a powerful story, and I love how you use theater at the beginning and at the end. Like, you can't help but get choked up.
There's a lot of theater in speaking. When you think of you and I and Mike our competition are the late night talk shows. The guys that the guys that have it all the time, like that, and they're quick and they're funny and they have all of the lights and sound and everything to support them. And people expect us to be just that quick and just that funny and just that eloquent. I think on the stage, and that's tough to do sometimes.
I really want to thank you for your time, for your
thank
service, for sharing your story. When you're ever around a legend, ask. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks. I
Pleasure
appreciate
and honor
that.
to meet
Thank you. My pleasure.